Children, today we will understand the chapter Weathering a Storm in Ersama by Harsh Mander. The theme of the story. In Weathering the Storm in Ersama by Harsh Mander, the theme of the story is evoked when the storm takes place and due to which people are in a lot of suffering. It states that the community members should mobilize in order to prevent themselves from suffering apart from the aid provided by the government. However, in this story, a 19 years old young man initiates to help the community members and make them stand on their feet. The theme of the leadership by this young man is praised in this story. The message of the story. The message in this chapter is conveyed that the community members should help themselves when a calamity strikes. In order to get the aid, they should not be completely dependent upon the government. Also, the important message conveyed in this chapter is that youth plays a vital role by her contribution to society. Prashant's visit to Ersama. Prashant went to his friend's house in Ersama on 27th October 1999. It was 7 years after his mother's death. In the evening, heavy and continuous rain filled the darkness. Trees were uprooted. The waters entered his friend's house. The speed of the wind was 350 kilometers per hour. The scene of destruction. Everything was destroyed there. The scene of destruction was horrible. Prashant and his friend's family had taken refuge on the roof. Prashant won't forget the horrible scene that he saw. He was greatly shocked to see a huge sheet of water all over. It covered everything as far as the eye could see. Houses were broken. Dead animals and human bodies floated everywhere. Huge trees had fallen. 2 coconut trees had fallen on the house of Prashant's friend. Its tender coconuts kept them alive for several days. Prashant starts for his village. For a couple of days, Prashant sat huddled on the rooftop with his friend's family. They were nearly frozen in cold wind. Prashant thought of his family. He decided to go. Though his friend's family asked him to stay back, Prashant was worried about his family. So he got a strong stick. He then started on his 18-kilometer journey to his village. The flood waters were swollen. Prashant reaches his village. Finally, Prashant reached his village, Kalikuda. The roof was the only thing that was left of his house. So he went to the Red Cross shelter to look for his family there. He saw his maternal grandmother there. It was a miracle for them to see Prashant alive. They had thought Prashant to be dead. Prashant's family was there. Prashant's role. Prashant decided to assess the damage and the danger awaiting the survivors. All the houses in the village had been washed away. Prashant organized a group of youth of his village. It pressurized the merchant to give them some rice. They made a fire and cooked the rice. However, the rice was rotting. His next step was to clean the place of filth, urine, and floating dead bodies. Children devise a method to get food. On the fifth day, a military helicopter dropped food, but it didn't return. The group deputed the children to lie there. They had the empty utensils on their stomachs. It was to communicate to the passing helicopters that they were hungry. Finally, they got food through airdropping. Unique work done by Prashant. Prashant became a savior. He brought the orphaned children and made a shelter for them. He asked the women to look after them. But he soon found that women and children were sinking deeper and deeper in their grief. He made them join the Food for Work program. It was started by a non government organization. He engaged other volunteers to help keep widows to start their lives. He also believed that orphans should be resettled in their own community. People need Prashant's help. 6 months passed. Soon after the super cyclone, Prashant now thought about himself. Earlier, he had no time to bother about his own pain. The widows and orphaned children of the village thought of Prashant in their hours of grief. Thank you, everybody.